Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Stellaris with me, Maverno. Today, I'm going to take a moment to talk about a couple mods that I have been using and I really enjoy. Now, these are just two of the many mods I've been using in this game, but they are pretty quick and easy to talk about, and they seem to be compatible with most other mods. And so we're gonna start here. With the Improved Space Battles Living Systems mod. And those are my ships and whatnot. But if you'll see here, over here, we have some civilian ships. Whoops, that is not at all what I want to do. There we go. And rotate around. See, these ships are civilian ships, and they do move around. And again, more civilian vessels, and they just sort of move around your system and populate it, make it look a little less dead. You see there, another civilian freighter fleet, it looks like. Yep. Looks like cargo ship A, followed by some private shuttles. I'm assuming that these shuttles are actually like escorts of some sort. And another civilian vessel. But yeah, it basically just populates your systems, makes them look like things are actually happening, like people are living, you know, because private space vessels would be a thing, you'd think. And it also gives this to, I'm not sure if this does it for other species as well. That would be a good thing to check out. But I have not seen it in any of the systems that my my competitors own, put it that way.
Construction complete.
So, but it does make your systems look a bit more crowded, which is nice. Always nice to add a little bit of flavor. Now, there are some settings for it. Under policies and edicts, you'll see you have your ISB crisis difficulty, and so you have a couple things. You have your civilian density, which basically just lets you change the density. Normal density, you know, you get better visuals, you get decent visuals, and then low density, and you can just turn it off. If you're having a bit of difficulty loading and whatnot. You can enable billboards, which there are billboards. I didn't see any at the moment, but I did have some billboards at some point. Ooh, I do have some billboards in this system, apparently. Oh, here we are. There it is. Stop killing space puppies. Yep. See that? That's a billboard. Yep. And then you can choose whether you want interstellar civilian fleets, basically fleets that move in between systems, which I do have on. It's pretty cool. And then this allows the spawning of civilian fleets in AI systems, which I still haven't seen that yet, and I don't know. Maybe I'll see it in the future. But as of yet, I have not witnessed that. But apparently it is possible with this. At any rate, that's a quick rundown of all that. And quickly moving on here, I wanted to talk about one other mod, which we are going to take a look at on this planet. Now, this mod is the Food Import-Export mod, which has been a heavily requested feature from Paradox to implement into the base game. But as it is, someone has managed to mod it in, and they do this through the edict list. And basically, it's a zero influence cost edict. You can increase your food exports. For some reason, it appears to be bugged. I'm not sure if this applies to my home planet or not. just applies to my home planet, or if it's just food exports go up by 5 each time. But I can only do it in increments of 5, which is unfortunate for the food exports. But food imports you can do one at a time. Let's see here. This is importing food. Yeah, I can increase in food imports or decrease them. So if you see, if I decrease them here, I am now starving. But you see, oh, okay, I do have an option to increase food imports by 1, and then I can increase food exports by 5. But so we're gonna go ahead and bump that back up. But yeah, it's a very useful mod, and it does have ships, freighter ships that can be attacked, which will make it so that you do not get food if those freighter shipments are intercepted. Which is very important to note if you're going to enter into a war, to keep your freighters safe. Because if they die, your supply of food gets cut off. This is also worthy of note if you make a system that is not connected to the rest of your territory, and territories put in between, and they cut off the borders, it will have to go all the way around, possibly through systems with pirates or other nasty spawns, or, you know, people who don't like you that much. But as previously stated, if you avoid that, you should have no problems. The mod itself works just fine. I have not had any issues with it, beyond the fact that you can only increase exports by 5, it appears. I'm not sure if that's just a problem I'm having, or if that is a problem everyone is having. But, you know, it is what it is. Another thing to note, though, is that if you export too much food, your planet will starve, so be careful of that, which is part of the reason why exporting only in increments of 5 is a shame, because on this planet, I could export up to 7, but I can only export 5, so... But that is alright, because I do have plenty of food on my other planets that I can, you know, I can afford to not import all that much. At any rate, I hope you found this useful and informational. I will provide links to the mods in the description below, and I hope you enjoy them as much as I have. I hope to do more of these reviews, mod spotlight reviews. I don't know what I'm gonna call this in the future. We'll just take a look at mods now and again, because I do love mods, especially for Stellaris, because I spend way too much time playing this game. At any rate, enough of my blabbering. I will leave you be. Now, like if you liked the video. If you didn't, dislike button is right over there next to it. Comment and subscribe if you are so inclined, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care of yourselves.